Okay, I was going to say this is one good thing about not having a car is that you have a tendency to stick around and do stuff, or at least for me anyway. Okay, I have reached my ultimate target, which is the Jeju sauna. Set my drink down here, my complimentary drink. Can I zoom in? I guess not. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna go in and check this out and see how it compares to places that I've been in Southeast Asia. Jeju sauna. Right off the bat, before I even go inside, they have a sign here which speaks Hong Kong to me. These are the kinds of signs you see hanging all over Hong Kong, like right out in jutting out into the middle of the road, with those letters that pop out like that, and then the foreign language along with the English. So that's a very welcoming thing. And then you have these things here, Spain and Argentina obviously representing the World Cup, right? And just for reference, once again, you have your, this parking lot actually is full. So this place is actually pretty popular. So let's check it out. Okay. Well, I made a decision to not bring in my phone into the actual bathing area, which was a pretty smart move. They had signs up that said don't do it anyway. Now I'm in the common area, which is where, you know, you start off with a boys' side and a girls' side, and they go do their thing. You go do your bathing stuff. And then you all come back and reconvene in this main room here, and they have some actual saunas in here that they're not near, this one's not nearly as hot as the ones back in the men's bathing area. This one's actually quite a bit more comfortable. But, yeah. Okay, I wanted to quickly highlight the commons section here. There's the saunas, right? Foot reflexology. There's another sauna there. Common sauna. Fitness club, maybe? That's what it says. Massages here are ultra expensive. $100. Charcoal sauna. It looks kind of similar to what you would find in Hong Kong. People just ice room. People just hanging out on the ground. I don't get that. Just hanging out with water and stuff. Here's a place for eating. The one difference here is that they do charge money for eating here. They usually don't charge when you go overseas. I think it's all included in the price. But yeah, they have a place to eat here. And then they have a swimming pool over here. This one, of course, you can't be naked for this because we're in a co-ed environment at the moment. But, you know. Okay. It seems that since we've been inside the Jeju sauna, it started to rain. So that's picked up as I'm waiting for my Uber ride here. And I'd just like to tell you a little bit about my impression of my experience here. It's, you know, it's a run-of-the-mill bathhouse experience is what it is. You know, if you've been all across Southeast Asia, like I have, I've been in 30 of these places in my lifetime already, just to go in, just to give myself something to do for the heck of it when I get bored. You're definitely not supposed to go outside in your sauna gear like that. That's something that they should have definitely stopped him on. But yeah, it's your run-of-the-mill sauna, man. It's a good thing to do for an experience, especially in America, because you don't find this thing here in America too often, except for in major cities like Atlanta, New York City, and so forth. But yeah, and like I said, the pools were not very, very big. They're small. They're like the size of one you would have in your typical home, basically. The saunas I've been to in China, the rooms may be very small, but the pools open up, man. The baths are huge. You're talking about a bath that takes up most of the room, such that it'll hold like 20 people. That's more what I was expecting here. But I felt like in this place, like 3 was a crowd in one of the baths. They're so tiny. So yeah, I'm a bit disappointed. It's nice that I was able to do this experience, but aside from that, I think it was a relatively good experience. It was something interesting to do, something to do a vlog about, but you know, I don't plan to come back because my apartment complex has a swimming pool. So if I want to take a dip at a pool, that's all I need to do, and it's free of charge. Okay? Well, I'm just waiting for my Uber to come around, and just gonna enjoy the weather, the rain, and the nice cool weather, because remember before on my walk it was very, very hot. So this is kind of nice to be able to get a break from that weather for change.